Tonight's story takes us to Sleepy Hollow, a quiet village, tree-lined roads, old colonial houses with wooden shutters, and a bridge that locals do not like to cross alone at night. This is the true legend of the Headless Horseman. The story dates back to the late 1700s. During the American Revolutionary War, soldiers fought across fields and forests. Cannons roared. Smoke covered the sky. Among those soldiers, people say, was a Hessian trooper, a German mercenary hired to fight for the British. One violent night, during battle near Sleepy Hollow, a cannonball struck him. It took his head clean off. They buried his body in a churchyard near the old Dutch church, but his head was never found. And that's where the legend begins. Villagers soon started reporting strange sounds at night. Hoofbeats slow at first, then fast. Racing down dirt roads after midnight. Some claim they saw a tall rider on a dark horse. No head on his shoulders, just empty space above a torn military collar. The first written account of the legend appeared in 1820 in The Legend of Sleepy Hollow by Washington Irving. Many believe he based it on older local stories already whispered for years. But what makes this legend unsettling is not just the book. It's what people have continued to report long after. In the 19th century, travelers passing through Sleepy Hollow wrote letters describing a midnight rider who chased them near the bridge outside town. One man claimed his horse refused to cross the bridge after sunset. The animal trembled and kicked as if something stood in the road ahead. In 1876, a schoolteacher reportedly arrived home pale and shaking. He told his family that while riding back from a neighboring village, a mounted figure began following him silently. No breathing, no voice, just hoofbeats matching his speed. When he turned to look, he saw a dark coat, boots, and nothing above the collar. He whipped his horse into a sprint. The rider chased him all the way to the covered bridge. The moment he crossed it, the hoofbeats stopped. Complete silence. Some say the horseman cannot cross running water. Others say he disappears at dawn, and some believe he is searching for his missing head, mistaking any traveler's head as a replacement. In the early 1900s, carriage drivers refused certain routes at night. Farmers claimed their fences were broken, as if something powerful had leaped over them. Even more chilling are the modern stories. In the 1960s, a police officer on patrol reported seeing a figure on horseback standing near the old Dutch church cemetery. Thinking it was a prank, he approached. The rider did not move. The officer stepped out of his car. The horse turned slowly toward him, and in the glow of the headlights, he saw there was no face, no features, just darkness. The officer later said he felt the pressure in his chest so strong he could barely breathe. When another patrol car arrived minutes later, the field was empty. No hoofprints, no rider, nothing. Today, Sleepy Hollow is a peaceful town. Tourists visit every autumn. Children dress as the Headless Horseman for Halloween parades. But locals will tell you very quietly that October feels different, especially near the cemetery. There are reports of cold spots even on mild nights, dogs refusing to walk past certain gates, and cameras glitching near the old bridge. One group of teenagers tried to film a ghost hunt there 5 years ago, laughing, daring each other to shout into the darkness. Halfway through their recording, a loud pounding sound filled the audio. Hoofbeats fast, too fast. The camera shook violently. Someone screamed. The footage cut out. They were found a mile down the road, claiming something had chased them. No horse was ever seen, but one of the boys had a deep bruise on his shoulder, shaped almost like a horseshoe. Skeptics say it's imagination, wind through trees, echoes bouncing strangely in the valley. But here's what makes the legend powerful. The old Dutch church cemetery is real. The Revolutionary War battles in the area are real. Hessian soldiers did fight and die nearby. Records confirm soldiers were buried without full identification during chaotic battles. Is it possible one grave never truly rested? Or is it the power of storytelling that keeps the horseman alive? Because when a place carries history soaked in fear, sometimes that fear lingers. If you walk the roads of Sleepy Hollow at night, you'll notice how quiet it becomes. No city noise, no traffic hum, just wind brushing through old trees, and sometimes a distant rhythm, slow, measured, like hooves striking dirt. And if that rhythm begins to match your footsteps, don't look behind you immediately. They say he appears to those who feel fear the strongest. They say he rides faster when you run. And they say if you ever see a dark rider silhouetted against the moon, holding something tucked under his arm, do not wait to see what it is. Because in Sleepy Hollow, some legends don't stay in books. They ride. Still searching, still restless, still headless.